What's up, guys? This is Daniel with Midnight Movie Trash, and I'm here with
Sergio Guerra from the Darkness FX.
Awesome. Sergio, talk to me a little bit about the process you're doing right now.
So this is going to be an out-of-kit makeup real quick for our friend Riley here. They're working at another booth over there for the, what's it called?
House of Insanity.
House of Insanity. Yeah, it's a haunted house, and so we're just doing something that kind of fits the look that they've already got going.
Awesome. What got you into effects art?
Well, I mean, I probably like a lot of people here. I'm a monster kid. I grew up with like 80s horror movies and you know, wanting to emulate the monsters that I saw on screen. So every chance that I got, like with my brothers, they'd become my victims, and I would be Dr. Frankenstein on them, you know, creating all sorts of creatures with them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then I know also you've won some competitions. You want to talk a little bit about the competitions you've won?
It's gonna sound horrible. I don't remember the names. I think the thing more people remember me from, which I didn't win, was Face Off, because that was like a TV show for a while on the Sci-Fi Channel, and so people still come up to me like yesterday, like, "Hey, weren't you on Face Off?" I was like, "Yeah." It was like 1,000 years ago, but that was a really great thing to do because my kind of like career went up from there, you know, and I've been doing makeup effects since 2003 professionally as the Darkness, and I just love making monsters. So every chance I get, competitions or no competitions, film work, you know, with my friend Mark here from High Five and Ants, I've worked on all of his films and just traveled around the world doing that. So can't ask for anything better.
Yeah, I mean, when you do what you love for work, it's not really working.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Any projects you think you got going on you can talk about?
I have a couple of films. There's a film I'm working on with Sublimation Studios, who are also here. I mean, this is like the big horror convention, so like everyone here knows each other, right? They're here. We're just discussing some coming up stuff, maybe with Mark as well. I have some props, because I do masks and props for the Halloween industry. And then I have a horror FX boot camp that's going to be coming here to San Antonio. Most likely, I don't have the dates yet, but it's at the Forward Progress Arts Entertainment Center downtown.
Oh, awesome.
And so I'm going to put all the information for that if people are like want to check that out.
Yeah, no doubt.
At the Texas Horror Museum on Instagram. Just search Texas Horror Museum and you'll find this.
Awesome.
And I'll have all of that info for the classes, and we do beginner classes for people that just want to get started in makeup, stuff like this, that just make makeup kind of like 2D, all the way to creating like, you know, prosthetics with foam latex and silicones and making your own masks and props, all the way.
Awesome. So as far as the props and the prosthetics and stuff, do you do like actual like blade props, or is it just like effects prosthetics?
What was the first one?
Like weapons and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I've done weapons and stuff for cosplayers. So you know, officially. Anything that doesn't have to move, I'm not great with animatronics and lighting and things like that. I can figure it out. I've done like some stuff for Doctor Who fans where like we made working like lights for headpieces and things like that, you know. But it's mostly the aesthetic, right? So if you need an armor, if you want a weapon remade or something like that, that's kind of my forte.
Oh, that's awesome. And then as far as the museum. I know we had talked a little bit off camera. It's going to make a comeback soon or eventually?
So yeah, thankfully we got a very good response while we were open at the Wonderland Museum, and people are still looking for it and they're still wanting to go. We just unfortunately, you know, couldn't keep up with the rent because it was so high. So there's definitely plans to bring it back in one way or another, possibly making it a traveling show, which we'll go to conventions like these around the U.S. and taking it out there, because it all has to do with like the Hispanic like cultura. So it's all about legends that we grew up with, like La Llorona, La Lechuza, you know, Chupacabras, and then we had a bunch of other ones that people had never heard of. So I think the history part of it is real important. Yeah. But also they're monsters that I always had in my head, so it was fun creating them. If I can bring them back to life, I'll definitely put it up. Again, on the Instagram page is probably where I'll put most of that when I figure it out. Awesome. So I'm not trying to be secretive. I just don't know.
I got you. Final question: where can they find you, your work, everything on social media?
On Instagram, it's the Texas Horror Museum, or you can look up Sergio Guerra Pics, and that's my personal page. On Facebook, it's just Sergio Guerra Jr. And then I got a Twitch now, Sergio Guerra Pix, I think, too. No, Sergio Guerra FX, sorry. And that I'm going to be doing like, essentially demos like this and sculptures and things like that. So if you ever want to watch this process live, you can follow me on Twitch for that too. And I play some video games, so
that's awesome.
I'm not good at that though.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sergio, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks very much, man.
This is Daniel with Midnight Movie Trash. See ya.